It's an honor to play a character that it really inspires you and challenges you as an actor. And I fell in love with playing Declan Harp. I wanted to show my producers and my crew and my friends and family that I could direct television. I've never done it before. So I got active, and I spent a lot of time with Peter crafting and composing a script in the direction where I wanted to go with Declan on season 3. When I was directing the Carhartt commercials, I stumbled across this amazing plateau on top of this mountain, and all these trees had burned. And I wanted to shoot there, but there's no way to get to it because I had hiked up there. And so I convinced everyone, and the owner, Dave Snow, let us build a road up to this spot so that we can get the whole crew up there. And it was amazing to watch all these beautiful artists make my vision come true. So I brought people from Aquaman, I brought the stunts from 8711 and old friends from Stunts Canada. I brought my Pride of Gypsies, and we united with the Newfoundland crew, and they bled for me. I remember ending season 2 and sitting down with my producers and where are we going to go with season 3. And Peter, John, they showed me Western Newfoundland, and I flipped out. I had never seen anything like that in my life. And I was like, why are we not there? And that's where we're going. On my first day of directing out there in Western Newfoundland, we needed to get one shot with Terry Ryan where it's very serene and it's the beginning of him running away and I'm tracking him, and then it shows up where Kim, my stunt double from Aquaman, I needed him to go through this rugged terrain and cross this river. And I couldn't do it because we were so far out that I needed to shoot in the sinkhole later that night. So Kim, being the stud that he is, jumped in the water for me, and then we sent him back home so he could warm up.
Good job, buddy. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Just with the cut, I reckon, with a wetty and...
Drop the stick.
12 years ago, I started a company with my best friend, Brian Mendoza. It's rare to find someone that you actually see the same with. We're truly a yin and yang setup. What he pulls off is phenomenal. I don't know how he does it sometimes, backwards in the snow, and he's also pulling his own focus. You know, I work very fast, and it's exciting, and he's never let me down, and I don't think he ever will. You know, Rugged Edge. I met some guys from there, and those guys took us on an adventure and to places that I didn't really think existed. The greatest chef I've ever met is Jeremy Charles. He's up in Newfoundland. He owns some pretty amazing restaurants. And I wanted to bring him with me and experience what he does and his cuisine, using wild game.
So what we're doing is, my man Jeremy is gonna help me because I've never skinned a rabbit before, or an Arctic hare, but it's pretty desperate times on Frontier, and I have to cook for my boys.
Sure.
So I hunt down a hare.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Snowshoe hare.
Yeah, snowshoe hare.
Yeah.
And so he has some right here. He's gonna teach me how to cut it up and make it, and learn how to do it all. And
Yep.
out here in the middle of nowhere, about ready to go down and do a sinkhole. And then we're gonna do a little hunting, and go catch some hares. Then you can teach me how to skin it, right?
Absolutely.
For the character.
Yeah, should be great.
When we were scouting Newfoundland, my friend Eric found this beautiful sinkhole, and that's what we
But
needed.
I want you to control your descent
Yeah.
and know if you do slip, you're going to hit, but you're just not going to go for a run.
Yeah.
And there'd be safety ropes, and we'd rappel down into it, which would take about 30 minutes. And when you get down in there, it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. This frozen waterfall, not 100% frozen yet, but it was like this chandelier nature's chandelier hanging there for us, and I've never seen anything like that.
This shit. It's so fancy.
It was definitely heavy medicine walking through those caves and having those icicles hanging down. It was just very delicate, and it felt like no one had ever been in there before, like we were true explorers. You wanted to be really just soft and quiet getting through there with the torches. But I felt alive, and I had Eric, who was disguised to be McTaggart, and he had the furs over him just for safety. I don't know if I've seen something that beautiful and raw and wild, but to have all that ice and the water and the flames and the blue light, I'm so inspired by Last Mohicans and even moments in The Revenant. I really wanted to make it with a small batch of friends and rise it to that level, and I think we accomplished something pretty gorgeous by going to those caves. There's moments where you walk the line of insanity and what's possible, and I brought my friends to that place. And I felt that when I checked in with everyone thought they could do it, and it was possible. And if they're game, then let's do it. He needed to go a bit mad, and when you go mad, you're gonna hurt the people that you love, and I felt like he needed to push his friends to the absolute limit so that he would soften and think of them. The real concern is if the cameras could hold up, and we took our Reds out there, and they were amazing. It was -36, and we wrapped hand warmers around the cameras so they wouldn't freeze up. I bring Pride of Gypsies with me because it's composed of six of my best friends who will bleed and do everything they can and wear 10 hats and go to these places that are magical and wonderful and off the beaten path.